So speaking about control systems, there are mainly two types of control systems: electrical control systems and mechanical control systems. So how do we create a mathematical model of these control systems? Well, my name is Rishi Ramju. Welcome to the Backbench Engineering community, and I make engineering easy for you. So let us ask ourselves that obvious question: how do we create a mathematical model of control systems? Well, let's find out. So first, let us see how we can do the mathematical modeling of electrical control systems. For that, let us take a particular LCR circuit. So an LCR circuit would contain three components: an inductor, a resistor, and a capacitor. So first, let us have a particular resistor like this, and then let us have an inductor, and then let us have a particular capacitor like this. So this thus is what you refer to as an LCR circuit, because it has an inductor, capacitor, and a resistor. So now let us apply a particular voltage, say VI, to this particular LCR circuit, and now let us obtain an output across this particular capacitor, say V0. So now let us assume that a current I flows through this particular circuit like this. So here, if the current I flows through this particular circuit, then the voltage across this particular resistor is given as VR is equal to I into R, simple Ohm's law. And now the voltage across this particular inductor is given as VL is equal to L into di by dt. And finally, the voltage across this particular capacitor C is given as V0. So Vc is equal to V0. So here we have obtained the various voltages that are present across each of these components. So that is the first thing that we have to do when we find the mathematical model of an electrical system. So here there are different ways in which we can find the mathematical model of a control system. First one is the differential equation model, and the second one is a transfer function model. So first let us see the differential equation model. So in the differential equation model, so applying Kirchhoff's voltage law in this particular loop, what Kirchhoff's voltage law states is that the particular input voltage Vi is equal to the algebraic sum of all the voltages that are present here. That is, this particular input voltage Vi must be equal to the sum VR, VL and Vc. That is VR, VL and Vc. So therefore Vi is equal to VR plus VL plus Vc. And now substituting these values over here, we would get Vi is equal to I into R plus L into di by dt plus V0. But on observing this particular capacitor, we know that in a particular capacitor we have Q is equal to C into V. And now on differentiating both these sides, we get dq by dt is equal to C into dV0 by dt, because here the capacitance is a constant, it will not vary, only the output voltage would vary. So therefore on differentiating both the sides, we would get dq by dt is equal to C into dV0 by dt. But dq by dt is the rate of change of charge, which is simply but the current that is flowing through this particular capacitor. So here I is equal to C into dV0 by dt. So therefore now on substituting this value of I over here in this particular equation, we would get Vi is equal to, first here, C into dV0 by dt, C into dV0 by dt into R, plus here we have L into di by dt, but here I is C into dV0 by dt. So on substituting this, we would get the constants LC into d by dt of dV0 by dt. So that would become d squared V0 by dt squared. And finally plus V0. So now on dividing throughout with LC, we would get d squared V0 by dt squared plus R by L into dV0 by dt plus V0 by LC is equal to Vi by LC. This thus is simply what you refer to as the differential equation model of this particular electrical system, that is an LCR circuit. As simple as that, guys. So next we have what we refer to as the transfer function model. So in order to find the transfer function model, what we do is that we find the Laplace transforms of each of these. So therefore, on applying the Laplace transform of this equation, we would get first one is d squared v0 by dt squared. So if there's a second order derivative here, then we would simply write s squared over here and then v0 of s. This is simply the Laplace transform of this. So similarly then the next term would be r by l into, here we have a single order derivative, so therefore we simply have to write just s into v0 of s plus 1 by lc into v0 of s is equal to vi of s divided by lc. So here on taking v0 of s as common, we would get v0 of s into s squared plus r by l into s plus 1 by lc is equal to vi of s divided by lc. But the transfer function is given by the output voltage v0 of s divided by the input voltage vi of s. So simply just taking this over here, we get the transfer function as v0 of s divided by vi of s, which is equal to 1 by lc divided by s squared plus r by l into s plus 1 by lc. So this thus is the transfer function model of this particular electrical control system. As simple as that, guys. This thus is simply how we find the mathematical model of an electrical system. This is the basic idea behind this. So I've used an LCR circuit to explain the concept. This particular concept can be applied to any electrical circuit that you have to find the mathematical models, which are the differential equation model as well as the transfer function model. As simple as that, guys. There's nothing more to it. So I hope you guys now have a clear understanding of how you can find the mathematical model of an electrical control system. And if you guys found this video informative, please do hit the like button and join this community by hitting that subscribe button. We'll be discussing about the further topics in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned, stay subscribed. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.